101.
Welcome. This is Relationships 101 Podcast, your introduction to a happy, healthy,
committed
relationship. I'm your host, Sylvester Wilson.
And I'm your co-host, your mama Wilson. I'm just playing. I am just playing. JasMeka Wilson.
Come get her, please. Come get her.
You don't want nobody to come get me. Don't say that.
Come get her, y'all.
Don't say that.
Please. Now, choosing a good stock alone will not get you rich unless you invest. And just like in relationships, choosing a good partner alone will not get you a happy, healthy relationship. You got to invest.
I'm glad you finished that sentence because I thought you was about to start teaching the people how to trade stocks.
No, I ain't trapper.
But listen, y'all, we are back. In one of our previous episodes, we talked about how you can apply business principles to a relationship. And we know that the time that we're living in, our generation, we're focusing heavily on how to grow our money, how to do this. But we want to make sure in growing our money, we're also growing in relationship. So this week podcast, we're going to correlate it to trading because we know we got some traders out there. And we ain't talking about them traders in a relationship.
Not cheaters.
Not cheaters, not trading your girl out because you not that type of trader.
Yeah.
But, the stock investment world. So today we're just going to apply it to a relationship. We're going to flip it. So, babe, you want to start them off on because before you invest, they be like, oh, you got to do your research on these companies you're investing in. You can't just pick a company and invest in it, or you can't just pick a company because the news telling you about it because then it's too late.
Right.
So what is that first step relationally?
We got questions, y'all. Are you married to your best friend?
Are you married to your business partner? If so, head on over to relationships101podcast.com. We'll drop the link down in the description.
Where you can go ahead and pick up a shirt for you and pick up a shirt for her.
Nah, fella, the ladies like to shop. You can pick up a shirt for you and pick up a shirt for him.
And both of y'all can rep that grind and that hustle that y'all do every day.
Every day.
Just like with stocks, you got to know how to select a good stock. You got to know how to select a good stock. And I'm gonna take it from how they tell you, like when you selecting stock, that it got to be something that is, I wrote down some notes. They say that you have to select stocks that from companies that are good, that have good fundamentals, strong relationships, strong leadership, things that are companies that have a proven track record, growth potential, and align with with your values and goals.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like picking a partner to me. You know what I'm saying? Because in the same way, you got to choose partners that require, you have to be able to evaluate their character when you're looking for somebody. You got to be able to evaluate what they stand for and be able to see what shared values you guys might have in common. The compatibility rate, you got to be able to, a great partner should actually have qualities that align with what you envision in a long-term relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if that ain't lining up, then that ain't something that you should be trying to invest in.
Mm-hmm. So what you just said remind me of when I caught myself trading Tesla. So I don't like stocks that move real big and fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if Elon get on there and say, tomorrow I'm going wherever or I'm building this, it'll just shoot up overnight $30, $40, but it didn't fit to me. So just relationally, where if this person, I don't know, if you move a particular way that just don't fit to my personality or where I'm headed, I think we need to be cautious of what type of person do I need? What type of person can I handle?
Right. They might be moving too fast.
Might be moving too fast.
You know what I'm saying? Or it might be moving too slow for you.
Or, yeah.
Right? So it depends on what you looking for out of life, like how fast you looking to move.
Mm-hmm.
Right? How slow you looking to move. Hold on now, daddy. Don't you going too fast now. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And them financials.
And them financials.
Listen, because I love, but I can't cash love in at FPNL. I can't be like, FPNL, take this love credit. That's all he got to pay these bills. It's a love bank. I can make some deposits, but I can't cash it in to pay these bills. So the financials may look a little shaky. And
you got to know that. But first, before we even get to financials, because that right there is kind of like talking about like a deeper dive into the
because I think what if I asked you for your financials on our first date? What you would have felt? I ain't saying she a gold digger,
right?
But she ain't messing with her broke.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You would have felt like that though.
Definitely, because I think we talked about this type of thing on a previous episode we had. I think it was Lovers and Friends, maybe the Lovers and Friends episode. I think. Well, we just talked. I think we went over like questions you should be asking on the date.
Okay, I don't know. I don't remember the title.
Yeah, me neither. But there's certain questions that you're gonna be asking on a date: first date, second date, third date, and certain questions that are gonna automatically get answered right at the introduction of the person. So on that face value, that top level, you looking at their physical. You see, oh, this my type. There's somebody who, yeah.
Legs. It was like, check. Sorry.
Better believe it. So you get to see their personality, you know, whether they're funny, whether they, you know what I'm saying, whether you consider them to be cool and calm and collected and that's sexy to you or whatever the case is. It's certain things like on surface level that you can tell, kind of like with a stock where it may align with your day-to-day lifestyle.
Right.
And because what they teach in trading stocks is that, you know, starting off, before you even get into like doing research on a company, just, you know, think about what are you actually using in your day-to-day life. If you somebody who shop at Publix versus shopping at Walmart, then you probably should be investing in Walmart. I mean, in Publix.
Or if you got every Apple device that come out,
right,
and you one of those,
then go ahead and invest in Apple. You're an Apple user, right? So those are fundamentals. Those are like surface level things. But then you might go that way with an investment and then find out that it's not a good thing once you go to digging, you know what I'm saying, into a little bit more like their financials and digging.
That's that stop loss.
Yeah, and digging into their history and what kind of losses they may have had in this particular quarter of doing business and how high their sales or low their sales are in a particular quarter. So those things are a little deeper dive. And what that means is when you meet a person, that top level, I mean, that face value stuff that you can just see off bat, what you like, cool. But then when you start dating them and courting this person, now it's time to kind of dig a little deeper. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now you finding out the financials and how they handle their money, because you get to ask some more questions. You get to ask some more questions. Yeah. Do they have a temper problem? Like what's their living situation, and what's they, do they have any children, any baby mamas or baby daddies going on? Have they been married before? Like these are things like what's their beliefs, right? And see if that aligns with something that you're looking for in a long-term mate. And it's just like picking stock.
Pick and stop.
You know what I'm saying?
It's easy said than done.
Yeah, definitely.
Why I say that is because your girl done picked some stocks and stayed in it hoping, wishing. I don't know how many penny stock traders out there. I don't play with them. That's wishing upon a well. I'd rather go throw a penny in a well. But some people are fortunate in it. I've just never been fortunate in it. So I just wonder how many people despise relationships because they never put that stop loss in place. Just like how many people traded in the stock market lost money because they never put stop.
What's a stop loss?
Like when it hit this target, when it hit this trigger, or when it
basically it's a boundary that you set up.
You get out. It and takes you say,
hey, look, if this stock go below
$10,
Once it hit this mark right here, it's gonna automatically close out and buy.
Yeah, so I think some people are probably traumatized from relationships that they've been in the past, but they never put a stop loss and they just kept trying and wishing and wishing.
Or maybe they put a stop loss, but they ignored it. That's that red flag, right? Stop loss could be like a red flag. Like, I put this boundary up and they crossed it, but I let it slide because maybe I got FOMO, fear of missing out. Maybe I got FOMO. Maybe I got fear of missing out because all my friends in relationships right now, and I feel like my biological clock is ticking. Dang, why I still ain't married yet, or whatever the case is. I got FOMO. So when it hit my stop loss, and I seen where, dang, this may not be a good investment. It uncrossed the boundary. It uncrossed some levels that I always said I would never cross, right? But I still stuck with it because I'm in a little season of desperation. It's that FOMO, fear of missing out. And we got to check that at the door because your time is coming regardless. It's somebody there for you. You just got to hold on to and stick to what your stop loss is because you're going to end up losing everything.
When it comes to FOMO, I would say it's a matter you lacking trust or confidence either in yourself or just the timing. Like you feel like, oh, this gonna be the trade or this gonna be a relationship that take me to the next level, and it actually end up being a bad investment because it wasn't it. Like I've been a victim of fear of missing out and then later regretted that crap. Like, dang, I shouldn't have got in that. I knew I wasn't supposed to get in it. But I would say in this season, we really got to go back to our foundation. Like, we got to trust God. Like, whoever you got for me, Lord, send them. Like, we really have to get in that place if we think we're going to, excel in relationships and be happy.
Get to that place
we got real excited, babe. So once you found a good stock, right?
Yeah.
You didn't got to invest in it, right?
Gotta invest
so you done did your research. You feel like this the one. You called to this person. You feel like this gonna be the trade. This company is good. Now you have to invest in it.
Okay.
You're not gonna make the money just saying Apple cute. Apple went up $5 today. Right. Just sitting on the sideline.
Well, I love the logo. I just love the logo. So cute.
Yeah, you gotta invest in it. Yeah. So tell me how that applies to a relationship. Nurturing a relationship, investing in a relationship. What are some things we can do?
All right. So as far as stock market insight, I wrote down some things that kind of like help me with stock market. I ain't no stock market guru or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do my own research.
But you're a relationship one because, baby, you're going on 15 years.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So in regards to stock market, investors don't just buy once and forget. They track their investments, they monitor performance, and they adjust strategies when it's needed. Okay? They adjust their strategies when it's needed. In regards to relationships, nurturing a relationship requires continuous physical investment to thrive. You got to make consistent deposits into that emotional bank account of a relationship. There's practical ways to reinvest in a relationship to see it grow. And that's with quality time, communication, acts of service, getting in touch with those 5 love languages. That does a lot for you. If you don't know about the 5 love languages, y'all go and look that up.
It's another episode on there too.
Yeah, we do got an episode on 5 love languages.
We've been talking, y'all. Y'all go down and watch some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Watch our growing beginnings, because some of that stuff, it was like, girl, shut up.
I mean, we always gained value. We just learned along the way on certain things. Like I say, there's practical ways to invest in a relationship, and this should be with time. Again, knowing what your partner needs is investing in that. What is quality time? Do we need to be etching out time and space to make sure that we growing intimately together? Right. Are we doing check-ins, monitoring your relationship performance? You know what I'm saying? What's the regular check-ins looking like? Because we got to monitor, see where we at. Is it performing well?
I want to look, when we're traders, we looking at that phone. We watching if the stock went in the opposite direction. We need to apply those same strategies to our relationship, that when we going in for it to go up, but we see it's making a turn, how far down it's going. Like check into, hey, babe, you all right? Am I doing something wrong? Do you need something more of me? Like we can sense when the atmosphere is changing.
If you paying attention, because nobody don't, like you said, if you are an investor, you know not to invest in a stock and then never look at it again. Never check on it. Never check what's going on with it. And did I say this before? I don't know. News is very important when you select in a stock, or when you're in a stock, or you actually investing in it. The news, some bad news might come out about the stock or about the company, and then the value goes down. You know what I'm saying? And so what that says to me is that in a relationship, or especially in a part of the relationship, when you're actually selecting this person, seeing if they align with you, you want to make sure that check the news. Ask around.
Well,
ask people.
How am I gonna check your news?
Nah, ask people. I'm talking about before, when you're in that stage of actually getting to know people and dating and seeing if this person aligns with your values and what you're looking for in a long term relationship. Then go ahead and just like what we do with stock, check the news. Mm-hmm. Ask around.
But some people don't want to ask because it's like if they say, like, say you trusted somebody to be a good judge of who you be with, and you went to that person and they say no. Some people don't want to seek wise counsel on should I do this.
But that's only when they know that it's some red flags.
So they're just trying to cup out.
That's it. We know our friend is we know our friend is gonna hold fast to what our standards are, right? Especially we share the same standards. So we don't want to go to our friend and say, "Hey, you heard of Ricky before?" Yeah, I met this dude. He said he work at such and such and such, and his name Ricky, and he drive a such and such and such, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You gotta ask these questions before you get into something so you can know what you're getting into.
Well, then at that point, they just gonna have to take the L and they can't move on to reaping the benefits. So hopefully it work out good, because sometimes our judgment is wrong, or
or it just may not be the right time. Just like with stock, when that bad news is out, you
wait till it go down. Then you
don't want to invest at that particular time. That's what that means. You don't want to invest at that particular time. You want to wait until that air out, that fan out. Maybe he going through something with his baby mama. Maybe she having baby daddy drama right now. It might be too soon. You know what I'm saying? You might want to, just pull back a little bit and wait till that thing gets straightened out.
Right. The stock be going down and some of us be like, ooh, let me catch it. Yo, $2. Yo, one stock ain't gonna make that thing correct. It's gonna keep going down to the bottom of where it's supposed to land.
Ooh.
So you just wait till it land, wait till it heal, wait till whatever.
Right. Wait till he go to anger management.
Yeah, maybe start seeing some little progressive growth. Yeah. Then jump in. Yeah. But I'm watching you because you just came down like a sword. I'm not coming in with, ooh, this stock finna go to the moon.
Right. Because some of us, sometimes, like you said, I like what you said. You said your little one investment into this company is not finna be the investment that make its value rise back up, start going in the opposite direction. And what that says to me is that sometimes we think that we could change people. Like, oh yeah, he just ain't met the right person yet. I'm the one to change his life. And it's like, that nigga still got a problem. And it's just not you finna have that same problem. Like, now it's gonna be your problem. That's the only difference. You ain't changing him. Absolutely. Only he can change him by going and getting the help that he actually needs. And that's gonna raise value, right? We raise our own value as individuals. What help do I need? What do I need to invest in myself? And that'll raise my value. And then when somebody connect with me, then they know that they got good stuff.
So, in order to reap the benefits, reaping the benefits, who like dividends? Who like profit?
Ooh.
When I pour into this relationship, my desire, like I'm not just pouring in to say I got a husband. Because being single ain't a curse and being married ain't the answer.
Right.
So it's like, what are the benefits of having a husband?
Because it's a choice.
Of having two. Yeah, like, so it's just when we're trading for a purpose. Yeah. We're hoping to have gains. So in these relationships, we're hoping to gain something.
To see some profit.
Yeah, we want to see some profit. So it's like, in order to see that, we got to invest in it. We got to watch it. We got to buy it when it's right. Get it when it's right. And if it ain't right, watch it. I'm not just saying like, I ain't saying give up on the man or the woman. They may need some counseling or something. They may need something, but something got to happen because it ain't just going to happen.
Right.
So
it got to be intentional. Yeah.
You got to be intentional. With good stocks, investors receive dividends and profits. In relationships, the dividends are emotional rewards you receive from a healthy, growing bond. You get trust, love, companionship, stability. Those are some of the benefits. Like, I come home, thankfully, by God's grace, knowing that my husband is coming home. Like, I don't really have too much worries in the sense of, is he going to leave me and the kids tomorrow?
Right.
Just,
you know.
Yeah, I sow. So I reap.
And coming home and ain't bringing nothing home.
Oh.
Right? So that's another way to profit, you know. So those are some dividends and some profits.
I ain't going to let you slide with that. Well, come home and bring the stuff home. That, I'm going to tie it to the stock market because that's what we're doing. Sound like bears and the bull markets. Ups and downs. Yeah. And that's what happens in the market.
But what you mean? What's a bear market?
The bear market is when stuff just ain't going right. It's down. Everything's selling. It's going down. It's going down. Bull, everything up.
Everything's going up. It looks good.
So in those times where you say are bringing something home, that sound like it's down in the home.
It's the bear market.
That's the bear. We in a down time, but instead of you trying to pour into this, we can't pour in a company and hope that it come up overnight.
Right.
So you can't really tie it to that. But relationally, we can work to figure something out.
Right.
Trading wise, I'm sorry. That's a company. That company ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm jumping out. Right. Or I'm buying puts. I'm just, you trading it differently.
Yeah.
But in a relationship, when we're going through our down seasons, like, we have to figure it out. That don't mean step out and give me something, or don't come home, or say you want a divorce just because we're in this low place. What do we need to do to get out of this low place? When companies have down seasons, they're strategizing. They're looking at those financials. They cutting people. What we need to do in this relationship to get it together.
What adjustments do we need to make? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're seasoned investors, right? The seasoned investors, the people who are, who done been in this thing, and I'm talking about seasoned people, seasoned relationships, then you understand that it takes those adjustments. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to kind of like ride out those ups and downs, and
absolutely
how to readjust yourself.
We seasoned, baby. Give me some of that salt.
Because because one thing about it is when you've been in this thing for a long time, man, you understand that it's gonna happen. The ups and the downs are gonna come. Like the downs are gonna come with the ups, and you just kind of like you learn how to maneuver.
It's gonna happen. Listen. We weren't business partners. That was new to us.
Yeah,
we were husband, wife, mom, dad. Like, we had that intact. Once we joined and became Relationships 101 podcast, that was something new to us. We went through our down seasons of trying to figure this out, reassessing, like, it's just seasons. It's how do we trade this market?
What do we need right now at this time? You may need to add a level of patience into it. You may need to add some, proper communication. Where are we going wrong with this? What's causing this season, what you call it, bear market?
Mm-hmm.
What's causing this season of this bear market to happen? It may be some trust issues that we need to work on. It might
violations.
Right.
Family.
But it has to be
finances.
Yeah.
I can run it.
Yeah. Run it.
I'm just saying, we know all the stuff that
exactly
cause it.
But with consistent effort, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's gonna make the difference.
Right.
Consistent effort. Because those with consistent effort, the bull market will return. The bull will return. It will go back up.
It'll return.
Just be consistent, man, and patient, and just apply those things that work.
And something I would like to make a comment on is we never panic and sorry, I talk with my hands a lot. Yeah. But we never panic and sold our relationship. Mm-hmm. Like some people just panic and be like, I'm done. I'm leaving. You can have it. Right. And then guess what? The stock trade on you and take off. Mm. And now you sick. Mm. Ooh, how many sick people out there? Because you had something that was worth building with. And you jumped out, and now you regretting that because that bull done took off.
Yeah.
My heart go out for y'all. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying.
So another thing that helps growth inside of a relationship regarding the stock and relationship, right, is diversification. And
what's diversification?
Sometimes when you buying particular stocks inside of your portfolio.
You only be buying one thing. I only buy Apple. All right, Apple fall out tomorrow.
Or I only buy technology stocks.
Right.
Or I only buy
Wait, so how you trying to diversify me?
Real estate stocks.
Let me hear what you about to do with this term. How
I'm saying
you get diversification?
Listen.
What? Wait a minute.
Well, we may have to bring somebody new up in here.
Don't lie. Don't fool the people. Don't even fool the people.
All right, look. That's not what I'm talking about. So inside a relationship, though, in order to diversify, sometimes we have to invest in something other than the us.
Right.
Other than the relationship. But let's invest in the individual.
I love it.
Right? Something outside of the relationship. What about your personal growth? How can I invest in your personal growth? You know what I'm saying? Because if you grow as an individual, then that adds value to us.
Absolutely.
If I'm growing as an individual, it may even just be individual interests that I have. Things that I'm trying to do outside of our relationship. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're like, well, baby, let me drop something on that thing. What you need? Mm-hmm. Right? You need me to grab what you need. Mm-hmm. And that adds value to me, which in turn adds value to us. So that's what I mean by diversification.
Now you're talking my language.
All right.
We can diversify. We've been doing it.
We can diversify.
We've been doing that. Yeah. We invest in ourselves individually, which make us better in a unit. We do not believe in 50-50. We believe in 100-100.
Right.
It's one account and we put in all of it in.
Yeah, but let's remember this though. Not only are you investing in yourself, that's diversification, but are you investing in the other person's individual growth? Mm-hmm. Like, what are you doing for them? Sure. Are you paying, are you putting, some time into
their growth?
Right, to help them grow as well?
I need like $1,000 for this thing I'm trying to branch out for the ladies.
Well, you got it. You handle the finances anyway. Go ahead. Because one thing that we've heard all through the years is we just outgrew them. Mm-hmm. We outgrew each other. That's because
you was growing.
You was growing on what you
making her stay home and raise the kids. Yeah. She wasn't growing. Mm-hmm. She was being that faithful wife, raising the children.
Right.
And now you tired of Mama Sue because you done fell in love with this high functioning.
Not Mama Sue again. Leave Sue out of this.
Sue gonna love me, whoever she is.
So or we just was too busy investing in our own individual efforts and our own individual, you know what I'm saying, things. We was investing in our own individual things.
And
I'm turned this way, individual, just doing me. You turned that way, doing you. And of course we're going to grow apart. Because you're growing, but we ain't no togetherness in this at all. Not even, like, if you're growing and it's all about your individual growth, as long as I'm putting in on that, then it's still a us thing. You know what I'm saying?
Risk management.
Risk management. That's what we talk about now? That's what we talk about now.
We talking about that.
Risk management.
My traders know about risk management.
Okay. Which is what? Conflict resolution.
For couples.
For couples.
Risk management for us is I ain't gonna invest all. If I only got $1,000, I may only invest $300 until it free up, and then I'll do a little bit more.
Right. But let's explain to them what risk management is as far as stocks go. Smart investors manage risk by setting limits on losses. We talked about the stop loss. That's a part of risk management. Setting limits on your losses. Like saying, you know what I'm saying, that, listen, I ain't going this low when it comes to no man, when it comes to no relationship, right?
You ain't taking me to hell.
Right?
We ain't going that far down.
In regard to stock market, diversifying their investments is also risk management. And understanding market conditions, right? What the market's looking like. Is it a bear market? Is it a bull market? We just talked about that, right? Is it going up? Is it going down? That is risk management too. Like keeping yourself on point as to what it's looking like.
Right.
So that you can know how to move. In relationships, managing conflict in a relationship is similar to managing risks and investments in a way that couples need strategies. We need strategies to navigate disagreements, to establish boundaries, and to protect the health of our relationship. We need resources and strategies, man.
How many courses y'all done been in to learn how to trade? We be investing in them courses. Are we investing in our relationship? Are we investing in our mental health? Are we investing in tools to make this relationship work? Everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, I don't know everybody, but a good number of people invest in courses to how to make more money. Do you know that there's in the power of 2, you can double it. What I could have did by myself, having him, I'm getting there a little quicker.
Yes.
So it's like, don't just look at what I can do for the bag, what we can do for the bag together. So a good stock or a good partner is only as valuable as the investment you put into it. Whatever you put in, that's what you're going to get out. Make your investment count. Make it count.
I would like to say that, you know, when it comes to strategies, we need strategies. So it's like, you know what it is that you want out of a relationship, right? That's the end goal. Like, you already got that. We start from the end, right? Now we go back to the beginning and say, okay, what is it going to take for me to get there?
Right.
That's the strategy, right? That's the plan. That's the strategy. That's the goals that you're setting and how we are going to actually get these accomplished. You need strategy for that. You can't just get out there and just talk about, okay, this is what I want. And then, shoot, if it happened, it happened. No, what's your strategy for getting that? What's your strategy for making sure that y'all don't fall out in a year or before a year is up? What's the strategy to make sure that y'all are, doing better every year, getting closer and more intimate every year? What's the strategy for that? Because it ain't just going to happen with time. You know what I'm saying? By default, we grow apart. Intentionally though, we can get closer and closer, right? And sometimes it take that fire and it take that pressure to actually forge us into that oneness, that one piece. You know what I'm saying? So let's not despise the what is it, the bull market? The bear market. Let's not despise the bear market. Sometimes that's good. Because when you a seasoned and wise investor, you even know how to profit when it's going down.
Absolutely.
And, it might be a little bit too much for some of y'all. But the traders, the investors know what I'm talking about.
No, that's something we share with our kids is I'd rather you hurt them now than hurt them later. Like, don't stay in a trade or don't stay in a relationship wishing upon a star.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this trade make me rich. So it ain't. Not when everything on that
chart
is telling you to exit,
Yeah.
exit. And you just like, nah, tomorrow it's gonna go up. And tomorrow that thing go down some more. And you just like, nah. And in 30 days it's gonna go up.
And then some bad news hit. And
or you gotta take the loss of the whole position.
You rather take a small loss, right, than just take a full loss. Because you can learn from either loss, but let's just take that little small loss and run with it and get the lesson out of it, and then you still got more that you can invest another day, and instead of taking a full loss, and now it's gonna take everything in you to recover from this. You done lost your house because of this relationship. You done lost your kids. You done lost your mama. You done lost your dog. Everything, your car, everything. Because you didn't trust the strategies that you put in place. You didn't trust the boundaries that you said you put in place, that things you won't do and will do. You ain't stick to that, the fundamentals. You got FOMO and the car, they crashed your car and you stayed, and they emptied the bank account and you stayed, and they shot your dog and
All right.
So now you ain't got nothing to even bounce back from. You know what I'm saying? So let's take it serious, man. What we doing?
We out. Today's title of this episode
is invest in your relationship.
The thumbnail. I'm gonna give them the title.
Okay.
The thumbnail is stop loss. Stop losing your relationship. Everybody crying, he don't love me no more. I don't invest the time. Stop loss. We out.
Stop the loss.
Peace.
Peace. Jamaicans do it.
101. One.